I left off the Maglite XL100 review by saying let's go outside and see what we can see. And I got outside and you couldn't see anything. Pretty much my camera sucks. And basically I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S 4G, the camera on it, for these videos as of right now, until I can upgrade. But to make a long story short, you shine the beam of any flashlight, any decent flashlight, and you can barely see a speck of light at the center of the beam, and everything around it is absolutely pitch black. So basically I didn't plan this stuff out too well and could not make part 2. Well, this is part 2, and I've thought on it for a couple weeks, and I've decided I'm just going to start showing the beam of the flashlight inside my reloading room. So basically what I've done is I've got a little area here that I've figured up. I've got a line on the floor right here, and I'm going to stand behind that line. And I got my 12-foot tape out, and from there to that line I'm going to say is about 4 feet. Then I got my 12 feet tape run out to the 12-foot tape run out to the wall over there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one light on in the building. That light right there. One of my workbench lights. And I'm going to have it on. And all the other lights are going to be off. And basically I'm just going to show you all the beam from 16 foot away from that wall right there. So let me go ahead and get all the rest of the lights off, and I'll show you all that beam. Alright, now that we're back, you can see that one light on. Then you can see my laptop on. I don't really think that laptop's putting out too much ambient light, so, and it's on most of the time when I'm out here anyway, so I'm not going to mess with that. So I'm going to back up over here to my line, 16 feet away from the wall, and just light this XL100 up. And that's pretty much what you get. Now you're getting more ambient light in the room than this camera's picking up. I mean, you know, you can kind of see what we got. But that's bright. I'll work through these features. You take it all the way down to dim. I can barely see it on the wall. This camera doesn't look like it's picking up anything on the wall. But that's rotating it through its power level. And really this is not the best representation, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because I can control the light in here. And from 16 feet away, y'all can tell, you know, when I tell y'all how many lumen the light is putting out, and kind of compare what you see on the wall with the different videos, you can kind of see what's going on. Even though this is not necessarily the best representation of the light, y'all can compare the lights. So I just wanted to throw this one out there. This is how I'm going to be doing the flashlights, and I'm kind of a flashlight geek, okay? So I mean, right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flashlights out here in the building that I can see. Got 3 more lights over there in the box. So this is kind of my control. This is my standard right here. 16 feet away from that wall right there. Based on what the camera picks up, you should at least be able to compare the different lights that I show. You know, it's kind of like 10-9 Outdoors. If you watch some of his videos with the sim test, that ballistic gel. Does it mean that every round that he fires into that sim test is going to perform like that? No. But that's his control to where you can compare the different rounds that he does. So this is kind of my control. 16 foot away from the wall. That's what my camera picks up. That's a good representation of the center, the brightest part. You're getting about 1.5 feet of the brightest part in the middle, and then the outside of that. Now I'm telling you, this flashlight's lighting up from wall to wall the way I'm looking at it in here. I realize that me looking through this camera right now, it's not showing that through the camera. But like I said, y'all can kind of compare and see the difference. As I do a flashlight review, I can step back over here with all these lights off except for the one light over there in my laptop on my toolbox, and show y'all what we got here. And based on that, you can say, oh well, maybe you've got one of the lights that I do a review on, and you're interested in another one, and you can say, oh well, I know that one's brighter than that one, so maybe I'll check that one out. I understand this is not the best representation of a flashlight, but like I said, this is my control. This is what you get. Later.